Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Again, this is Dr. Steve Almonte and the dentist is in. Welcome to MECQ Manila, Region 3, Bulacan, and then Region 4, Rizal, Laguna, and Cavite. But on the eve of MECQ, I was about to go to sleep because I already had 2 vlogs this morning. Hindi ko ako makatulog because I've been wanting to do this vlog of a very important topic that is one of my personal advocacies and some other pediatric dentists out there. Yan, just to give you a clue kung ano yung topic natin for today. It's all about breastfeeding. No? You might be wondering what a guy like me, would like to talk about breastfeeding and its benefits to both mother and child. But let me start by saying that I actually was watching a video about the spread of COVID. I like to keep myself in tune with the World Health Organization, and as I was quite surprised because when Dr. Tedros was mentioning or was talking about COVID-19 and the pandemic that we're having right now in all over the world, he mentioned the importance of breastfeeding. And would you believe, even to a mom or a child suspect or who is tested COVID positive. That tells us something on how important breastfeeding is to every mother and every born baby. So welcome to my YouTube channel, and today allow me to share with you the importance of breastfeeding and its impact on the mom, the child, and of course its relation to dentistry. Okay, so stay tuned as we all listen and learn, but I hope to hear from you. Share your comments, share your thoughts on the importance of breastfeeding and what is done to you, and how we can actually promote breastfeeding to everyone. Well, main reason why I wanted to share about breastfeeding is because August is breastfeeding week, August 1 to 7, and August is also breastfeeding month, not just in the Philippines but all over the world. But kudos to Senator Cayetano for making it possible that the Filipino people would have a breastfeeding month. Thank you, Senator Cayetano. Okay, back to the topic. Before I go on any further, I was mentioning about World Health Organizations, and let me share this video or this photo with you. As you can see, there are 3 persons here. Tatlo sila at hiwa-hiwalay sila. One question was asked, bakit wala raw silang face mask? The answer of the officers of the World Health Organization, particularly I think the Secretary of Dr. Tedros Adhanom, and he said, it's because they're practicing social distancing. Now, just naalala ko lang kasi back to my previous vlog regarding air exchange. World Health Organization has been an advocate of air exchange in the clinic. So, it really means if there is proper air exchange, the room is big enough, and the air circulation is happening, and a good physical distancing, they are safe. These are people who did the research, who's been providing all the results of the research and evidences to all of us. Share ko lang sa inyo itong photo nito. Anyway, go back. As I said, sabi ni Dr. Tedros, importante that breastfeeding will be promoted all over the world, even if positive na COVID yung ina at yung anak. And I came to know the importance of breastfeeding. Particularly, Senator Cayetano, in her paper, did mention that there was about 16,000 babies are actually dead every year, due to malnutrition, they don't get enough nutrition. Kasi yung unang-unang binanggit doon sa importansya ng breastfeeding is that it is actually the initial immunization. against illness, and reduces the chances that the baby will have allergies. So, for me, I think that's a very important, no? And it says there, paglabas ng bata, no? No solid food, not even water, breastfeeding. That tells us how important it is. Of course, some moms, hindi kaya mag-produce ng enough milk, no? As a reason, but I strongly suggest that you talk to your physician about this. Remember, napakaliit lang po ng stomach ng bata paglabas, kaya hindi kailangan ng ganong karaming milk. But then again, please talk to your physician, not to your pedia, because they know more about this. There's actually a group in the Philippines called HACAB, and they're promoting breastfeeding, and I hope all the moms out there, no, especially the even the pregnant ones right now, no, get in touch with the HACAB Pilipinas, no. Napaka-importante na may pagtulungan tayo sa kanila, be part of it so that you'll be encouraged to know more about breastfeeding. Anyways, a lot of advantages, no. It's a perfect food, sabi doon sa justification, of course, World Health Organization as well. It improves the eyesight, speech, and intelligence of the child. What more can you ask for? It saves money because you don't go to infant formula, and the special bond between the mom and the child is established right on. It's environment friendly, okay? And of course, it saves a lot of money. 43 million pesos is actually spent on infant formula. Yan. Okay? And I think in the part of the mother, it also serves as protection against ovarian cancer, no, and mammary gland or breast cancer for that matter. So we're seeing a lot of good benefits, no. And if you know someone who's pregnant or someone who's about to give birth, no, please do encourage that person to do breastfeeding. No, it's a lot. It's really the best for the mother and the child as well. Shout out to Dr. Hirochi Axel. I know you're a big advocate of HACA Pilipinas. Dr. Ryan de Guzman, and of course to his wife Anne. No, I think they're also members of this group. They're real advocate of breastfeeding. And the way to move forward is really to rely on evidences, and I think maraming evidence is telling us right in our face, no, the importance of breastfeeding. And just to correlate it on a oral or a dental aspect, I'm wearing the Sugar Away Iwas Tooth Decay shirt right now. Why? Because breastfeeding also promotes lesser sugar intake for the child. Yun ang importante dito. Did you know that the Philippines is number 1 or number 2 in the world or in Asia as far as early childhood caries? Early childhood caries, but nasisira agad yung bibig because there's just too much sugar coming from infant formula. So remember, 0 to 6 months, it's important to do breastfeeding right away. You slowly introduce solid food on the 6th month of the child, and as much as possible, no, do not feed the baby with too much sugar or less talaga, no, or almost no sugar at all. And it says that breastfeeding is the best for our babies. So everyone, I hope you learned something from this presentation, and let's all be a channel of help, a channel of encouragement, motivation to all pregnant mothers out there. August is breastfeeding month. Let's all do our share. Malaking bagay ho ito, hindi lamang sa pangkalusugan natin, in the health of the child and in the health of the mother. Also, in dental correlation, there's lesser sugar, and because of the suckling of the child to the mom, the palate is also formed. Yung dentition po ng bata, yung ngipin po mas maayos. Baka makaiwas pa na mag-braces yung anak ninyo, at maging maayos ang ngipin, pag ngiti, maging maganda. So, formed ang palate, mas maayos po, at of course, yung set ng ngipin. So, smile better. We can also, the baby can smile a lot better. Mas maayos ang ngiti niya, mas magiging masaya siya, happy baby siya, if we encourage breastfeeding. Okay? So, remember, advocacy, Sugar Away Iwas Tooth Decay, and kahit baby tooth yan, very important yan. So again, everyone, this is Dr. Steve Almonte. Click like and subscribe, and a big advocate of breastfeeding. Maraming salamat po. Mabuhay. Stay safe, everyone. Thank you for listening to this channel. Again, this is Dr. Steve Almonte, and the dentist is in. pwede na ako matulog.